How we doing, everybody? How the heck are you? Facebook, if you're watching. Twitch, YouTube, X, and of course, Instagram this time. I'm going to remember to turn it on Instagram. Boys and girls. Little Dipperoonie. What do we think about the Dipperoonie? Checks my pulse is already here. One of my most loyal PulseChain brothers. Thank you for being here. Stefan says, hey, Coffee, would I block somebody if they said crypto coffee's got motion? I wouldn't block them. I just think that Gen Z slang sometimes is a little bit gay. Now, I think having motion is one of those things that you're going to look back on in 5. Like, ugh. Like we said that. I can't believe we actually said that. Now, that said, Gen Z's got a lot of really good slang. Really, really good slang. Like, I love Gen Z speak. I've adopted some of it myself. Like, it's him. It's Himothy, dude. Like, if somebody's him, you know, he's him. He is him. I like that. I don't like what crypto has done with some of these Gen Z terms. Like, ooh, does this guy have motion? Like, does this guy have a lot of followers? Is he live streaming? Is he going to pump my coin? Because I know what it implies is a very victimized, like, external locus of control behavior. Shout out to my Gen Z boys and girls. You guys are going to make the whole future here. So you guys are going to be the future of crypto, the future of the world. And a lot of y'all aren't as dumb as the older guys think you are. You have a different set of skills. You have a very particular set of skills. You've mastered social media. Meanwhile, I was mastering the blade. While you were out having premarital sex, I mastered PulseChain. And for people that don't get the meme, I guess you're not as eternally online as I am. Thank you, Stefan. Big fan of the channel. Feels like a lucky day to be getting my paycheck while the dip is happening. Why is the dip happening in PulseChain right now? Why is it happening? I heard Better Bank reload scammed. I don't know if this is true. They claim they got exploited again. I don't know how much. This could just be a regular everyday dip. I mean, we're only down 20, 22, 23% from all-time local highs. Local highs, not all time. And in crypto, guys, if you think 22%, like, people forget that 2 weeks ago we dipped 44%. And then we went to make new local highs. This is the game we're playing, guys. It's a very volatile game. If you let your emotions get dragged around by the 5-minute chart, if you're looking at the 5-minute chart and you are letting your emotions drag you around, you might just want to take a step back and become the narrative controller rather than getting led by, you know, the tail wags the dog, as they say. What up, Chaotic Creations? How you doing? Decaffeinated. You know, this chaos decaffeinated is getting a bit more spicy over the years, even a bit bitter sometimes, maybe age. Chaotic Creations, you know, if you were 21 years old, dude, you would have done very well in this internet age, and you still are, man. I still really enjoy your parody videos, and I like you as a person. So, shout out to Chaotic Creations. Go follow him. He's if nothing else, he's entertainment value, but he's actually got some gems of wisdom if you take the time to listen a little bit. What's up, Cryptoad? Coffee time, he says. RH, block everyone on Twitter. Should PulseChain rebrand to blockchain? Blockchain is it's kind of all of it, dude. You can't just rebrand to blockchain. Costco, what's up, bro? How you doing? 0x wheel time for some coffee. The streams are lit for real on God. Hell yeah, that's the Gen Z. For real. ONG on God, baby. Buy more t-shirts dirt cheap. I'm glad you thought that was funny. I was afraid you were gonna block me for asking. Bro, people, oh my God, man. I come in with the intention of I like everybody until they say something that. And look, I understand that sometimes I'm in the wrong headspace, and maybe they're in a headspace of like they think they're joking around with me, but it comes off like not in good taste. And that's the problem with social media. You can't get the inflection of the voice. You can't read the body language. You can't really read the intention of the whole thing. So, yeah, if I blocked you and you think it was mistaken, I'll take another look. I'll unblock you. You know what I mean? Just ask. You know, you'd be surprised how few people actually ask, hey, man, can I get unblocked? Well, let's go read what you said. Oh, you called me a faggot and you want me to die? Yeah, you're going to stay blocked. But if you were just making a bad joke that I took out of context, then yeah, maybe I'll unblock you. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, we're all going through different things at different times. We're all experiencing life, the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, the sinusoidal wave that is life itself, at a different frequency, at a different amplitude sometimes. Sometimes we interfere with each other. We have interference waves, and sometimes we have amplitude. What's it called? The opposite of interference waves? I'm forgetting my physics right now. Frey Morgan says, I'm glad I didn't put my money into PulseChain. I would have lost a lot of money. Frey Morgan, are you a real person? I don't know, man. Because, like, if you put your money into PulseChain yesterday and you're down 20% today, I'm starting to think frame mogging is just, yeah, here for frame mogging itself, maybe. There's a saying called buy the dip, faggot, in crypto. And if you buy the dip, by the way, the monetization is off on this stream because I might want to play some music. So I'm not trying to monetize the channel. But here's the thing about monetizing your channel. So I got some feedback that, hey, can you stop monetizing, like, because I hate ads or whatever. First of all, YouTube Premium is 15 bucks a month. It's pretty good. It's like the only thing that I actually pay for is YouTube Premium. In terms of subscriptions, I don't have Netflix, I don't have Hulu. But if you really don't want to pay for YouTube Premium, here's the sad truth is that even if I turn my ads off, YouTube will still show you ads if you don't have YouTube Premium. The only difference is the money won't go to me, it'll just go all to YouTube. Isn't that totally fucked up? Like, that's very insidious on YouTube's end. Now, I want some feedback from my boys in the chat or girls that don't have YouTube Premium. If you're still getting ads on this video sporadically, then we know this is true. Because this happened a couple years ago where it doesn't matter whether or not you're monetized or not on your video. YouTube will just show you ads no matter what. They're gonna, you know, finger pop your asshole, so to speak. So I turned it off because I want to play music. I don't want to get demonetized. But also, I'm not even monetized. So on this video, let's play some music, huh? What do you guys want to play? We could play some very emotional music. We could play some old electronic music if you want to. Check my pulse says new higher highs and higher lows steady. Chaotic says much love, little brother. Aye aye, Capitan. You know, crypto's a freak show, and I myself am one of those freaks. And I respect the people on the fringes. I respect the people that are weirdos, freaks, nerds. To me, that's a good thing. Because you have to think, you have to go against the grain. You have to swim uphill if you want to make money in crypto. If you're the kind of guy or girl that just follows the crowd, that just does what everyone else is doing because it's the cool thing to do, that you will always be buying high and selling low. This goes along with your emotions, right? If you have conviction, if you think that what you're doing is going to be popular one day, but nobody else sees it yet, well, that's all of us. That's PulseChain.com. That's the PulseChain community. We believe that our coins are undervalued severely to what the market is going to one day price them at, maybe 1, 2, 2.5 years from now. I mean, I made a very large financial bet on that. I think I'm going to be right. I might be wrong, but let's wait till it plays out. I know it's been brutal. I've lost a lot of money on paper, you know, in my head, but it's not a loss until you realize it. People on the fringes create the next world that we live in. Okay, that's why Bitcoin is so lame now, because the US government's buying Bitcoin. You know, the US government thinks Bitcoin is cool. Therefore, I don't think it's cool anymore. Okay? I like the people that like the new stuff. Up and coming, the hated stuff, the controversial stuff. You understand what I mean? So, yeah, your family might not get it. Your friends might not get it. Trust me, I know this. They might think you're crazy. They might think you're wasting your time. But man, if this stuff even goes up 10x from here, they might start asking you, hey, how's that crypto? I heard that crypto thing was doing pretty good. Maybe you could teach me how to get in it. And to that, from experience, I would say, let them learn on their own. Let them get into it on their own, because crypto's a thing where we're dismantling the existing financial system. If you fix the money, I really do think you fix a lot of the problems with the world. Fix the money, fix the world. You know, somebody I respect very much asked me the other day, so what's more important, the money system or like the medical system? I said, that's a good question, but if the money system goes down, then the medical system goes down too. If the medical system goes down, well, at least the money keeps flowing. Like, I was in Spain when they had a power outage, okay? This was about a year ago. They had a power outage in Spain for 2 days, okay? 24 hours. The power went out because they had an over-reliance on solar. Their solar systems shorted out, and they had to switch back because they were super set on, you know, they're a socialist country. They're very progressive. But when their solar systems went out, we didn't have power for a full 48 hours, some people. And in that time, stores were shutting down. People were rushing to get water. People were saying cash only. And your debit cards were rendered useless. Any kind of digital payment was rendered useless. And can you imagine if this lasted for 7 more days? 14 more days? It would devolve to guns and ammo very quickly. Luckily, I was at the airport, and the airport was one of the only places that had a backup power generator. So people were sleeping at the airport. I stayed at the airport for like 10 hours. And then I went back to my buddy's place who didn't have power just so I could sleep on his bed because he had a bed. Right? He didn't have any light. I think they still had water actually. No, they didn't have water. I remember I had bought some bottles of water, luckily, that kept me through for the next day. Then I got on the plane the next day and I went home. But thank God, you know what I mean? Thank God for that. Like the whole human race is a very fragile thing. And if the money system goes down, we got a lot bigger fish to fry. It's guns and ammo very, very quickly. It's not whatever little thing you think is the important thing. It's how do we transact with each other? How do we get by in day-to-day world? Hit the like button, says mixed jasshole. Jasshole? Life Changer says family fights. We are all blood at the end. Nobody goes to bed mad. Beautiful. Beautifully said. No one goes to bed angry. And look, if you have something to say and I love you, then please say it to my face, you know. Just text me, be straight up. I'm trying to be more direct these days, more honest. 506 West says, I've been gone a long time. I sacked. This has been brutal. Still hoping. Sometimes all we have is hope, right? There was a saying from Napoleon Bonaparte that a leader is a dealer in hope. So he actually invented the phrase, the concept of a hopium dealer, which is what we all are. This whole PulseChain community are dealers in hope. Cryptoad says, buying the dips and patiently waiting for glory. Lala says, I think our streamers should maximize monetization. Well, luckily enough, usually somebody gives me like a super chat, and to be quite honest, I make maybe like 20, 30 bucks per live stream from YouTube itself. Like, not life-changing money. I could live stream every day, all month. What is that? 30 bucks times 30? 900? I make 900 bucks. But, you know, the super chats, the me selling merch and stuff, that's what really gets me by. Sometimes the courses, by the way, if you're new to crypto, I have a Zero to Hero starter course just for you, but I haven't really shilled that in a while. I think we all should maximize monetization because it keeps us from having to sell any crypto. Right? We want to be buying crypto, not selling it. Enzo! In all caps. Hey, Coffee, smash the likes now. Smash them now. Get into the chopper and smash the likes. We need more streamers. Eventually we'll have many, maybe a HEX TV channel. We've already had a HEX TV channel. You remember that, don't you? You've been around, checks my pulse. You remember the old HEX TV channel. And unfortunately, yes, this is a symptom of the bear market. Many people lose hope. Many people, maybe they don't lose hope, but they go on to do more productive things. I know a lot of good friends of mine, they went back to their jobs. They went back to work. They still believe that they logged off of Twitter. God bless them. And they just started stacking, making money, DCAing. And as we go up, if we do another 10x from here, you'll see a lot of people come back, be very, very interested. We're only like 5x off the low in HEX, okay? It's nothing to write home about, but at the same time, we did a race. Was it 8 months worth of losses and maybe 9 months? Like, imagine taking a time machine and not having to experience the last 9 months. That's what HEX kind of just did. YouTube Premium is the only subscription I have too. Hell yeah, it will. Because the thing about YouTube is you can learn, it's called YouTube University, unofficially, right? If you know what you want to learn, you can learn it. Be very wary of what is entertainment and what is education. Because we're all a mix of entertainment and education. I tend to lean towards the education side, but I do like to entertain. Some people, like, they're purely entertainment. So you're not actually learning anything at all. But a lot of it is, valuetainment. You get some value, and you get some entertainment. And why? Porque no los dos. You know what I mean? All right. What's going on? Play to the moon. All right, let's play some music, huh? What do you guys want to listen to? How about this? How about a little bit of this one? Stefan says, I've been getting so many people asking me to help them get into PulseChain since making so much money from the bottom in June. I tell all of them to watch you. Shout out to Stefan, the Teflon Don. Thank you very much. Play any of my songs, no infringement. Yeah, that's true. I've just got my Spotify. Red Squirrel, good evening to you, sire. Red Squirrel, what are you building nowadays? Go show your shit in the chat, brother. Red Squirrel, you get a free shill anytime you want. Some of these guys have been around so long that, like Psy, Hex Toys official. Go to mypulsechain.com and it's a one-stop shop. It's a new app on the Android App Store. Even hexologist.com. Check it out. Let them know what you think. People keep building. Why do I stream? Because I have a mission. I have a long-term goal. I have a long-term goal to see Hex go to $1 and beyond. It's been 7 years in the making. And I'm here for 15. So 8 more to go, baby. Why do I stream? Because I believe in something. Why does anybody do anything? So, people, we're not born with an inherent purpose in life. You have to choose a purpose, choose a path. The path I chose was helping people get rich along with getting rich myself. Crypto is one of those things where everybody's greed overlaps. See? If I'm greedy and you're greedy, but we all buy the same coin, same ecosystem, then we get to kind of get rich together, and it's really, really fun in the process. This happened in 2020, 2021, and then it's been a brutal bear market, but I'd love to see it again because I miss that feeling. Maybe I'm chasing the dragon. You could say that. But I know what we hold is not going anywhere. I know it can't be shut off. I know it beat the SEC in court, right? How many other cryptos can say that for themselves? Let's play some LaBelle, Lady Marmalade. Get you, yeah. Alan says, what's up, Coffee and Gang? Perpetual Bitcoin. We had a power outage in Houston for a week about 2 years ago. Yeah. A week, huh? Well, Houston's more well-equipped than, a country like Spain. There's a lot more preppers in Texas. And wasn't that tough? Perpetual, how did it go? How did you handle that? I want to know. I want to hear from you, Perpetual Bitcoin. Red Squirrel says, I hate the shill, so I'll just dump my platform. Go to squirrelswap.pro. Hell yeah. There's no hope. It's just a matter of time before takeoff. It's going to happen soon. Enzo is just fucking so much energy with this guy. Waiting for it to pump, bro. What you thinking? I'm thinking we pump, dude. I'm thinking we pump, and I'm going to be here for it. What's up, Coffee? What's up, Cindy Lou? How are you? How are you, friend? My PulseChain brothers and sisters, I know it's hard. We got a 22% dipperoni, but look, again, in HEX, we had a 44% dip 2 weeks ago, so if you're blaming this on anything, if you're thinking the sky is falling, let's rail a harse, my dudes. Say it right, dude. Dealers in hope? Dealers in hope. What are you talking about? I don't know. You get by. Awesome. All right. Monetization is how channels go viral. We'll see. I'm not Warren Buffett, but I'm going to wait till PulseChain pumps a little bit more before I invest. Well, hey, maybe you won't be missing out. If we do a multi-year bull run, then maybe you won't be missing out that much. Scared of rats? I don't know what that means, bro. You scared of rats? Me too. I don't really like rats either. Koska says, if HEX goes to $1, I'll name my firstborn coffee. Oh, please don't. Coffee is just a word, my friend. I am nothing. I am just crypto coffee and alliteration. Name it HEX. Name it the coin that you got rich on. Visited a friend with generator, ordered one on the spot, and now it's just sitting there. Yeah, so it's always good to have a backup generator, especially if you live in a place like Puerto Rico or some of these places without too much going on. You know, a lot of bad infrastructure, not only in some European countries. Like, shout out to my UK boys that unfortunately had a heat wave. And can you believe it? They don't even have any central AC in all of the UK. They just thought it wasn't necessary. Until this year, people were dying, man. People were hot. Hot people. So what's up, boys? What do you want to talk about? Is everybody okay? Is everyone doing all right on this dip? I'm hanging in there. Hope you guys are too. Let's get greedy together, everybody. Let's do this. We're all greedy, man. We're all greedy. Got my water. A little taurine in the water. Ray Mugging, why would I tell you where I live? I don't OPSEC. I don't dox myself. Matthew Jones says, appreciate your work. Thank you, Matthew Jones. How we doing? So, let's see. Is there anything good? Oh my god, I forgot to go live again on the old Instagram. Is anybody even watching on Instagram? Oh no! Guess what? Guess what just happened? The ZV-1 just died. We're gonna go to the MacBook Pro camera. How about that? Welcome back, everybody. I'm here. I gotta make myself a little smaller. Here we go. There we go. Pack the dip and doing fine. I bought $50 today. Then it kept dipping. You know, I heard that Better Bank had an exploit. I don't know if that's true. Better Lend. So what's up? Let's read the news, shall we? PulseChain reaches 1,200 day milestone amid token gains and RPC hiccup. Let's go over what happened today, shall we? The second most popular RPC node, Gamma, G4MM4, which is not even the primary official one. It went out for like a day. And DEX Screener broke, Internet Money had a hiccup, now they're back. A couple other PulseCoinList.com had a hiccup because a lot of people were using a secondary and they didn't have an automatic failover switch, like a switchover option, so it's okay. Like, the blockchain didn't go down. Like, the RPC has a... If the RPC that your website is using to feed the data to you goes down temporarily, the blockchain is still processing transactions, and you can just switch your RPC node, or you can run your own. A lot of people don't know this, but and they say, why should I care? It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. Let's see what I got here. How about the days? A little EDM for you guys. Life been good to me so far. So anyway. Where was I? What are the prices? What are the prices that we're at? DEX Screener is back, by the way. Today, HEX is 0.003742. We're at, again, a 20% dip. ProveX cracked, lost to 0. Now it's back down to 9749. Down 5% today. PulseX is down 9%. Inc is down 11%. All these things happen when you have coins that go up 100% in a week. Inc is down 11. Peacock's down 8. But we got to look at dip buying opportunity, or is it just, are you going to rage quit? Because it's still up. It's still up 50+% from the all-time lows. 100% for PulseChain. Longer pace better. Shabbat shalom. I like fruits. How you doing? Perpetual Bitcoin says we implemented a backup RPC from Liberty Finance today. How do I check chart spread and be honest? Well, I usually go to DEX Screener, then I go to PulseChain stats if that's not working. How often do I check charts? How often do I check them? Man, every time I go to take a piss or drop a numero dos, if you will, I probably check them 20, 30 times a day. If I'm being honest. These days, especially when the price is going up. Like, when the price was going down, I probably checked them a few times a day. But now I'm just obsessed, man. It really got me back. Enzo says I got some fresh espresso made old school Nana style just for you. Fuck yeah. My Italiano over there. Crypto 7's in the house. Good morning, peeps. What's up, PLS Tides? How are you? Is everybody holding up during this so-called dip? Okay, 20% down dip. Come on, guys. It's crypto. You know what you signed up for. What you signed up for was the most volatile asset class in history. And the price you pay for the mad gains is extreme volatility. You're witnessing it before your very eyes. Multiverse says, let's farting go. How do I get an edge in crypto? You buy early. You buy something that has a lot of potential that other people don't see yet. And that's what you do. You buy something that you think has value that the market just hasn't identified yet. So I'm betting on the community, I'm betting on the founder, I'm betting on myself, betting on the builders, and betting on the technology. This perfect trifecta: technology, community, founder, right? The community includes the builders, right? So you could look at it like a square if you want to. These are the perfect formula. But the professor accidentally added one extra ingredient. Chemical X. Hi, Coffee. Thanks for being comfortable facing the community. Long-time watcher. First time live stream. Do I know of any Bitcoin wrapping contracts? Well, you got WBTC. Now, you used to have... Oh, shit. I don't know if these guys went down. God, what was it? I used this one. It was a non-custodial, no KYC Bitcoin wrapping service. I think they're no longer in damn, I don't even remember because it was so long ago. Guys, I haven't held Bitcoin for so long. If you really want to get Bitcoin into ETH or PulseChain quickly, I would check out ThorChain. ThorChain is Bitcoin's main decentralized exchange. It's a DEX for Bitcoin. It's not a wrapping contract, but why would you want to wrap it if you didn't want to get it on chain, right? Thanks for the music, of course. Yeah, my pleasure. I mean, how do I make my own WBTC? Well, you're going to have to go to the Wrap Bitcoin website. And BitGo is the company that actually wraps it all. You can send your, like, look up Wrap Bitcoin BitGo. And then you can send your Bitcoin and they'll issue you one for one a WBTC on Ethereum. And then you can do whatever you want with that. It's funny, the main use case for Bitcoin on Ethereum, the main use case for Bitcoin is to be traded on Ethereum. Like, I think Bitcoin does more DEX volume on Ethereum than it does on ThorChain or Lightning. By the way, Lightning just got hacked. Bitcoin has more on-chain activity on EVM chains than it does, I think, in the actual chain itself. Correct me if I'm wrong. The majority of Bitcoin doesn't move. It's held by institutions. It's held in institutional custody. They issue ETFs and fake paper Bitcoin. A lot of it's leverage trading. Ethereum is what Bitcoin was supposed to be, and PulseChain is a fresh start for people that missed out on Ethereum. Thor, what are you saying? Let's see. BitGo, okay, thanks, that's what I need to copy. Hopefully that helps. Just, yeah, Google that, ask AI. That should be enough for... Oh, you want loans? I'd be very careful to take out loans on your Bitcoin, man. Trust me, I really would not take out loans on your Bitcoin. You can if you want to, but... Why would you want to take out a loan on such a volatile asset? I know Bitcoin's not that volatile anymore, but it still is it's the most volatile asset class in history. How about some Mobi, everybody? Is it possible to buy HEX starting with Cash App? So what you can do on Cash App is, number one, you fund your Cash App with USD. You withdraw it to your Ethereum address. It comes out as USDC. This all happens in like less than a minute. Then you go to libertyswap.finance, and then you can instantly transact that USDC on Ethereum or HEX on PulseChain or whatever. PulseChain, PulseX. You could buy Peacock, you could buy BDI, whatever you want to buy. Libertyswap.finance, and the whole process will take you less than 5 minutes. That's how you do it on Cash App. I don't like liquidity for PLS. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say anything about liquidity yet. Thank you, Checks My Pulse. Shilling his songs. Go follow his songs. All styles cool. Chilling while grinding on X. Justin says, I love leverage. Bro, I don't love leverage. That's the difference between you and me. I don't like leverage. You might. I don't. I really advise against leverage, guys. Even in a so-called predictable uptrend, the exchanges themselves do what's called liquidation hunting. They see all of your orders. They know where your stop losses are in the up and down direction. So if there's a heavy magnet in the down direction, they will stop out all of the longs. And in the up direction, they'll stop out all of the shorts. The exchanges play dirty, dirty games. Guys, it's hard to follow everybody here. Somebody from my stream told me to stop cry-fagging. You're not cry-fagging, dude. You're just being a normal person. You're not being rude. Cry-fagging is when somebody comes in and they just start complaining about, like, the block explorer for no reason, even though it works fine. They're like, PulseChain isn't pumping because of the block explorer. Like, dude, relax. Like, that's not the reason. It's dumping because people are selling. Braymogger, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Ghost Rider says, hey, am I recommending friends or family to buy? I don't recommend friends or family anymore. It's not something I do. Leverage in a DEX-based DeFi is a leverage in a DEX-based DeFi is a skyrocket on native collateral-based assets. I don't know what that means. We're boss mode all day, sir. PLS Tides. Thank you. Powerful PLS Tides. How we doing? Guys, I might have to let you go early today. I just wanted to make sure everyone's surviving out there. Any questions, let me know. If there's any... I don't think there's anybody on X right now, but it's been real with all you guys. Thank you for the tip. Checks my pulse. I'm going to let you all go. Okay? Enjoy the dip. Buy it if you want to. I bought a little bit. I might buy it again. There might be an exploit, and these dips get eaten up very quickly, as we've seen. These dips get eaten up very, very quickly sometimes. Hex Freedom says, my friend Coffee, OG from December, the first day Hex was born. I need your ETH address and a call from you. It's about... I don't think I can do that, man. But it can't be that important, right? Like, come on. Hey, man. Hey, Crypto Coffee, dox yourself for me. Anyway, guys. Peace out. Have a blessed day, yes. Goodbye, Justin. Goodbye, everybody else. Survive. See you on the next